Hey guys, hope everyone's doing good. Sorry for the delay in videos. Been really busy trying to get stuff done before winter. Been super busy at work too, working lots of overtime, trying to make some money. The last time I went to the track was a couple weeks ago. It was the last event of the season up here. It was Ontario Street Outlaws, back of the track, no prep. There was a points race for the series, and going into the last race, I was sitting at number 4. I think I was a bit too far behind to really be able to catch back up, but I was kind of hoping I'd maybe go a couple rounds and get a little closer, but just didn't happen. But we gave it a good shot, but really the whole season was just a lot of messing around and probably trying stuff I shouldn't have been and just messing around, really. But we had a pretty good time, so that's all that matters. So last event, I did want to try a couple things. I've really been on the fence about back halving the car, going 4-link. And I really like the thought of keeping it leafs. I don't know why. It's just kind of cool getting the car down on leaf springs. But it is a challenge and it is frustrating sometimes. So I want to try some new things. I want to try some different bar angles. And I really hate adding weight to the car, but I decided to put another 100 pounds of weight in the back. So I'm back up to running 300 pounds of ballast in the trunk. Cayuga back of the track, they don't really do a lot there to change the surface around, which is good and bad. It's good because if you go there all the time, you can get a pretty good handle on it and kind of know what you can run. But it's bad because the fast guys know what they can run and they run it all the time. So fastest I've been there, I think, is a 562, I think it was, 560 something. So really just wanted to try and improve on that. So first round, I ended up drawing a blue trunk Mustang. We were second pair down, so there hadn't been many cars going down. His car 60-footed really hard, and then I'd say probably at about 200 feet or so, he started getting into trouble. And by that time, I'd gathered my car back up, and by the time we got to the finish line, I felt like I might have clipped him a bit, but it was so close, I really didn't know. They reviewed the tape, said it was too close to call, ended up having to do a rerun. They did give us ample time to cool everything down, went back up. I basically left the tune the same. I think I added a little bit of tire pressure to it. I was hoping that because all the first round cars had already ran, and they ran all the other classes as well, that there'd be a little more rubber down and the track would be a little hotter and it would take it. So we gave her a shot. I felt like I treated him pretty good. I was right on the light. Car made a really good pass, nice clean pass, and I got the win. And came back, looked at everything. Everything looked really good. The data looked good. The drive shaft looked really good, nice and smooth. I was accelerating the whole time. So I just kind of picked away, did a couple little minor changes. We made a little shock change, not much. Really just wanted to try and pick away at it a bit more. Second round, I ended up drawing another Fox Body Mustang, believe it or not. This is Tangerine Dream. Another car, it's only been out for a year, but this car's tuned by the same guys that tuned the car from first round. So they've definitely got a good advantage running 2 cars. I'm not sure who he had first round, but I figured he'd be making a good pass second round for sure. Plus, they basically just raced me, so they probably had a pretty good idea what I ran. So car made a nice clean pass. Really, I got nothing to complain about. He ended up getting me by, I think it was about 3/4 of a car. It was a good close race. My car made a killer pass. 60 foot was really good. It was a nice pass. I was really happy with it. Sucks losing. You know, same old, same old. Feel like I've said that a lot this year, but he did end up going on and winning the event. So again, I think I've said that before too. It makes you feel a little better when at least the guy that took you out won the event. So I still want to try some stuff. So I figured I'd try and put a little bit more in it. See if we could leave a little bit harder. See if we could do better. So I made a grudge pass, and this is what we got. So again, the car just worked. Best it's ever worked all year. Not sure why I decided to show up to the last event of the season, but again, I couldn't be mad about it. So made a killer pass. Really surprised that it ran that fast, and had time for one more. So I put a bit more in it. It was so close to running in the 30s or 140 mile per hour range. And yeah, stuffed a little more in it and took another shot at it. So it did pick up a little bit, but the 60 foot slowed down just a touch. And mile per hour dropped off a little bit. It was getting right near the end of the night. I think a lot less cars were running. And the dew and stuff was coming in a little bit. So the best time for the surface had kind of passed. And it just wasn't quite there anymore. But still ran a good number. I feel like it put me in a really good spot. If I don't change shit around all winter, I feel like I could really come out swinging. So this is the data log from the 540 pass. It basically left 35, I think it was 35.50 was my launch RPM. Made 4.2 pounds of boost. This is the drive shaft RPM right here. This one's the boost. And this one's timing. That one's engine RPM, obviously. It's got kind of a dead spot here. Right here, it's pretty much just on wastegates. It's making 7.5 pounds of boost, no dome pressure. And I'm kind of relying more on the timing coming back in right there to kind of get through that transition. But it could definitely use, I think, a little more timing or some more boost right through there. You can kind of see the drive shaft kind of flattens out a little bit there. I think that's what that is anyways. And then when the boost comes back in, you can see like right here, it's got 6 pounds of dome, and all the timing's pretty well back in, and drive shaft's accelerating pretty decent again. But I don't know, the drive shaft kind of dropped off a little bit. It didn't really flatten out, so I mean, it's still accelerating, but I kind of find that spot a little bit interesting. And basically up top, it made almost 19 pounds of boost. So not crazy boost. I'm not really leaning on this thing super hard at all. It's 22 degrees of timing up top. Really safe, and this big block really makes it look easy. In my opinion, 18 pounds of boost isn't really much at 3,500 pounds to run that kind of mile per hour. It's making pretty good power, I think. This is my boost first time table for that pass. You can see I'm really not giving it any kind of dome pressure till about 2 seconds. And like I said, that's because I'm relying just on the wastegates through there. And yeah, I know there's different ways of doing it. This may not be the best, but this is kind of what I've got working right now. And this is my timing retard table. So you see I'm pulling pretty much 10 degrees. And it's kind of slowly putting it back in, but it really doesn't start picking it up till just after 1 second. And then I think I had it all back in by 2 seconds. Like I say, it's kind of got that dead spot in there, so I don't know. I think I need to maybe ramp this up a little quicker, or probably a better idea is get the boost coming in a little sooner, even if I got to pull the timing back a little more, but maybe cut this dip out of here and try to start working with that, I think is my next move. This season, I messed around on old tires. I put Mickey's on for a while, which I pretty much knew wasn't a good choice for there. And just tried stuff I really shouldn't have been trying probably, really. But anyway, that's how you get faster, is just keep trying, right? So that's what we ended up getting. A bunch of personal bests. Like, that's the best 60 I've ran there. Best to the 330, best 8th mile, ET, best mile per hour, best everything really. The car, it just really liked the weight. So I stopped on the way back. Like I said before, I don't have scales or anything. So I stopped on the way back to one of the MTO scales, ran the car over the scales again, and it was pretty much exactly 3,500 with me in it. And the weight bias is about 50, I think it was just over 53% right now. It definitely liked that. I've kind of been creeping up on it a little bit. Like I said, I hate adding weight to the car, but I think if it's in the right place, it's not going to hurt it that much. My combo, like I can make tons of power with this thing. So I can easily overcome the weight as long as it's helping me out. So basically that's all I got for you guys right now. I did do some front of the track testing the same day. I'll do another video for that. There was supposed to be a front of the track no prep the next day, but it ended up getting rained out. So I did do some testing for that. Really did not go well at all. I think I learned a little bit there, and I'll make a separate video on that. We did make, I think I made 3 or 4 passes, so got a little bit of data, share that with you guys. So that's basically all I got for you guys for tonight. So still looking everything over here, figure out what I'm going to do with this thing for the winter. At this point, I'm still up in the air, but this actually gave me just a glimmer of hope that I can actually make this thing work and be pretty competitive. So at this point, still mulling things over, but I'll do some videos soon, let you guys know what I decide. But if you haven't already subscribed, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. I'm getting really close to hitting the 500 mark, which is pretty cool. So thanks to everyone for doing that for me. So like, comment, subscribe, guys. Thanks for watching.